What's up? Welcome into your daily Buckeye Blitz for a Tuesday, August 13th, 2024. Hope you're doing well as we take this day by day right down to the beginning of the Buckeye football season. I can't wait. We're just going to keep focusing on the team now. I know I did a bunch of shows about Oregon, Penn State, the Cheaters. I kind of touched on their offenses and defenses just to get a preview, give us a little taste of what to look for when those games come up. We'll do a deeper dive when those games actually come up on the schedule, but I wanted to give you guys kind of an overview, a 30,000-foot view of their offenses and defenses, because really in the regular season, those are the only three tough games we have, more talent equated games, Ryan Day likes to call them. So just wanted to give you a taste of that. Also wanted to kind of rank, the offenses and defenses, who's toughest, and why. So now we're focused in over the next couple of weeks before the season starts. We're focused in on just a team: who, what, when, where, why for the Buckeyes. And fingers crossed, everybody stays healthy through camp. And we can start the season 100% healthy and get it going. So today we're talking about Tim Walton and the corners. They met with the media a few days ago. So I want to talk about what he had to say and what some of his defensive backs had to say. So let's get into it here. So Tim Walton, he said he believes Ohio State has 5 or 6 cornerbacks who he would feel comfortable playing in a game right now. That's impressive to me. 5 or 6. Most teams don't have 2, especially in the Big Ten. But anyway, he said that number could increase throughout fall camp as they work through, more scrimmages and practices. So Walton said that Lorenzo Styles Jr. is healthy and he's been good to go in practice. Walton said he has a deep cornerback room with the starters and the young, upcoming, talented players. I think that's obvious. Walton said Aaron Scott is competitive, coachable, has a passion for the game, wants to learn, and has a lot of energy. He said the cornerback room can get better, though, and that's by getting turnovers. That's their main focus this year, is getting turnovers. He talked about Ohio State's wide receivers practicing against his cornerbacks. He said, quote, "They're different skill sets, different lengths, different heights, different speeds. We get really, really good work against really good guys at different positions. That'll make us feel good on Saturday going into any matchup," I would say. So let's start off with the leader of the group, Denzel Burke. Burke said it's been a lot of fun going against Ohio State's elite wide receivers every day in practice. He said they got some trash talk between the receivers and the DBs going. He said the DBs are getting the receivers better. He talked about Jeremiah Smith. He said, "Jeremiah's a dog. I'm glad he's on our team, and we're getting him better." The whole iron sharpens iron thing even applies to the divas outside. Denzel talked about how he feels with the group of corners and safeties surrounding him. He said it's really comfortable. Communication is at an all-time high right now. We're all on the same page. We're mixing a lot of stuff up. It's going to be a great year. I agree. He talked about Carnell Tate. He said Carnell's a really good player. Kind of reminds me a little bit of T. Higgins. He's good with his routes. He can catch the ball. Denzel Burke on why he's trying to jump more routes in 2024. He said, quote, "The PBUs, they're cool, but by the end of the day, you've got to turn that ball over." I agree. Let's get some picks. Hands on balls, for Christ's sake. All right, next up, Davison Igbinosun, IGB, as they call him. He says that going against a player like Jeremiah Smith every day in practice is going to make Saturday super easy for him. IGB on playing against Ohio State's wide receivers. He said he wants to give them everything they have. So on Saturdays, it's going to be easy, and I'll be prepared. He talked about Calvin Simpson-Hunt. He said Calvin's gotten a lot better. He's gotten a lot smarter, just like his game knowledge, expecting different routes and stuff like that. Igbinosun said he's probably one of the best trash talkers on the team himself. He said Me talking trash forces me to bring it every single day because I'll have to back it up. It's good motivation, right? Let your mouth write checks that your body has to cash. He went back and talked about Jeremiah a little bit more in fall camp. He said, it's super fun to win, but if he catches it on me, I'm not happy about that. Yeah. Jordan Hancock up next. Hancock is eager for his third season under the Jim Knowles defense. He said his knowledge and understanding of the scheme has helped him make plays this preseason. He said he's just shooting his gun right now. He's pulling his trigger because he already knows what's happening and the back end and what they're doing behind him. Hancock said creating more turnovers has been the point of emphasis for the DBs in preseason camp. He said he wants to at least 5 interceptions. He said, I need 5. Love it. Bring it. Next up, Jermaine Mathews. He said, just one more after him. Jermaine Mathews said he can go back and forth between nickel and outside corner. He said it's been a good mix of 50-50 for him right now. It's going to give him more opportunities and another way to get on the field. And it also gets his versatility up for the next level when that comes to pass. Mathews said he has a switch that he can turn on during practices and games. Everything that's been going on off the field goes away until that helmet comes back off and I go back to reality, he said. Mathews says he's paying more attention to detail, focusing more, having a plan for everything. Mathews talked about Jeremiah Smith. He said, quote, he's a different type of talent. I don't know if I've ever seen anything like him because he's so tall, big, and he can run as well. He's got a good mix of everything. And Jermaine said where he's grown the most this offseason is just being more valuable to the team. And he's showing that with his versatility, moving inside to the slot and playing the outside as well. So let's finish up here with Lorenzo Styles Jr. Styles said he underwent surgery after dislocating his shoulder in spring, but he's back on the field now, says he'll be ready to go for the season opener. Styles says he's practiced at both nickel and outside corner, but mostly nickel. I got him. I think he's going to back up Jordan Hancock at the nickel personally, but Styles on the competition between Ohio State's receivers and defensive backs. He said, we have some of the best wide receivers in the country, and we compete every single day. It's just a constant battle. And that battle, I mean, you've heard every single corner and receiver talk about it in these interviews. That battle is that cliche of sharpening iron, right? But it's legit. When you go to practice every day and you know it's going to be a freaking war with the guy across from you, you can't help but get better, right? You either get better or you fold up. And these guys are, alpha dogs, type A personalities. They're not going to freaking fold up ever. So I love it. I love the conversation between them is entertaining for sure. I wish we could mic them up and Ohio State would actually let us hear everything unbeeped. That would be awesome. But I know it's not going to happen. We'll see. And so we just have to leave it to our imagination, But anyway, so I got for you today. Don't forget, we are live Friday, 4:30 p.m. Eastern here on YouTube. And then Sunday again. Live shows are back Fridays and Sundays. Sundays are 7:30 p.m. Eastern on YouTube. So hope you will join us. Please hit like and subscribe on the video. And I appreciate you guys. Thank you for watching and listening, watching me stumble through these words. Anyways, I'll talk to you later. Go Bucks.